Hey Libra, welcome to your second half of July reading. General reading for the collective of Libra, Sun and Rising. May not resonate with everyone, that's okay. It is a general reading. So if you're here as a Libra Sun and it doesn't speak to you, please feel free to check out the reading that aligns with your rising sign. There may be messages there for you. Moon sign could be important too because we are in the lead up to the new moon in Cancer. And it's a powerful new moon. It sort of closes out the eclipse season and prepares an opening of the portal that leads to Lionsgate on August 8th. So I just want to make sure that you're aware of that. That's why I'm using the Moonology cards. I will be pulling one card for Divine Masculine Energy, one card for Divine Feminine Energy. And you can feel free to flip the energies around should you need to. Oh, I love that card. Okay. Masculine gets hold your vision. Fixed moon, hold your vision. Perfect. And feminine gets you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. New moon in Cancer. So this is totally aligned with the new moon in Cancer coming up on the 20th. So, well, 20th if you're here in the States. It could be depending on your time zone, another day. But you and your loved ones are safe, and we are in difficult and challenging times right now around the globe, so that should come as a welcome message. If you're here, if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. I do hope you'll consider joining us and subscribing. For those who are returning Libra, we just passed the 1-year anniversary of my launching of the channel. Just before that 1-year anniversary on the 16th, we hit 20,000 subscribers and 700,000 views. 700,000 views. That's crazy. So I want to thank you for being here, especially the OGs, but all of your participation and engagement and your questions and, you know, just your general positivity and love have made this all possible. So I just want to send my deepest appreciation and gratitude. Okay, pulling one card for you, Libra, for Libras only. The Libras watching from Queen of the Moon Oracle. Oof. You get trust, the egg moon. Trust. Card 32. 3 and 2 is 5. 5s are about change and can kind of bring up issues that feel a little bit chaotic, unstable, conflicting, that take us out of our comfort zone. Trust is what will help you. Okay. So let's see what energies want to come through for today. Libra, Sun and Rising, please. The Libras watching, Sun and Rising, please. Okay. Empress. Wow. Wow, and Temperance. We have two very powerful major arcana cards here to kick off this reading, Libra. Temperance is Sagittarian energy. Empress is Taurus and Libra. It's interesting because this is the side, my normal intention that I set is that this side is the masculine and this side is the feminine. As I always tell you, feel free to flip it around. In other words, if this whole side speaks to you, but you're insisting that you are in the divine feminine energy, that's okay. The labels matter less than the accuracy of the storyline for your situation, okay? But I find it interesting that the masculine is showing up in the energy. This is the kickoff card. They're showing up in the energy of divine feminine, but it could just be more about their working on that part of themselves. We all have both masculine and feminine within. And one of them is usually operating more dominantly within our connections with our divine counterparts at any given point in time. So it feels to me like we may be seeing a masculine who is operating from the unconditional love of their divine their own feminine energy, which is very powerful, or that they are maybe consumed with the feminine. So we'll look at it with the clarifications. Feminine showing up in the energy of Temperance. Look at that card. I love this card. The two chalices, one holding fire, one holding water, and there is just this never-ending, it's very alchemical. It's working with energies to the point where you transmute them. from something ordinary into something extraordinary. And what that takes, my friends, is patience. Patience. Okay, wow, that's pretty powerful kickoff right there. So let's see what unfolds for the rest of the reading. Nine of Cups, Fool, wow, taking a leap of faith. And Queen of Pentacles moving forward. In the past for the feminine, the Moon, Pisces energy of the Moon. Seven of Cups, some confusion and maybe a little bit of emotional overwhelm right now. Moving forward, Six of Swords. So that's good. I almost get the impression that this feminine is in a state of things are in the middle of a state of flux, which kind of goes with the trust card. Because the Moon, there's very little trust around the Moon. The Moon kind of, it's where our fears, it's what triggers our insecurities and our fears and our apprehensions. And then that's from the past. And then the feminine moving into a Seven of Cups. There's a lot to process here on an emotional level. It can be confusing and overwhelming. But the good news is with this Temperance, this feminine gets to move to calmer waters in the future. Balance of the mind, peace of mind. That's going in a good direction. This masculine, wow. Empress and the Fool. The Fool is elemental air, Aquarian energy. Brand new day, a new path, a leap of faith. In the past, their experience in the connection is this Nine of Cups, which is almost as if to say they were kind of happy with the way things were. Like, if this is as good as it gets, I'm good. Wishes fulfilled. It's a happy card. Don't get me wrong. It's a joyful card, but it's not the 10. And in most of these connections, the 10 is sort of the holy grail. And now I feel like they're ready to take a leap of faith. And then in the future, the Queen of Pentacles makes an appearance. And the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, sure. But more importantly, the Queen of Pentacles is, to me, the feminine archetype of a life partner. Someone who's there for you in the here and now, in this incarnation, has your back. It's someone you settle down with. It can be wife, it can be life partner, it can be live-in, it can be a permanent committed connection. It can also be someone who is seen as the nurturer, caretaker. It can be mother. Right? So we have a lot of different archetypes in that Queen of Pentacles, but the most important thing is it's stable, it's grounded, and it's here right now. So, meaning right in this incarnation. Empress, please. Masculine, showing up in the energy of the Empress. What's the Empress about? Ruled by Venus. Hierophant, Taurus. So now we have Taurus and Libra in the Empress and more Taurus in the Hierophant. Could be dealing, we've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be a Taurus, it could be an Aquarian. That's not really what's most important, but I like to let you know. But what I'm seeing here is, yes, underneath, wow, the Sun and the Ace of Cups. Whoa. So for those who are new, when I pull from under the deck, it's sort of what's outside of conscious awareness for the person I'm reading for or about. It's bubbling up under the surface. It may, in fact, motivate the behavior of the person. You ever do something and say, I don't know why I'm doing this, right? It's that kind of energy. Things are bubbling up under the surface. Look at this. The love of a lifetime and the happiness that goes with it. So I feel as if this masculine is tapping into their unconditional love for the feminine, coming from feminine energy, and really giving some very serious thought to commitment. What do they feel? How do they feel about it? What are their beliefs? This is about our beliefs. Well, it looks like underneath they believe that this is their happiness. And there's the holy grail of the Ace of Cups for sure. It feels like there's something very powerful here that this masculine is coming to terms with, getting in touch with their inner feminine energy, all surrounding commitment, seeing it now in a light of unconditional love and happiness, and possibly the love of a lifetime, a divine gift of love. I'll say that for sure. Versus the past, which was 9 of Cups. Yeah, nothing to turn your nose up at, but it isn't a 10. It certainly isn't the ace. If you put the 9 and the ace together, you got your 10 of Cups. That was just the one thing that was missing, I think. Yeah, they were very guarded. See that? 9 of Cups. If things, this is the past facing energy and the connection. Their experience in the past was kind of like they hunkered down. They were stuck. They were stuck. They were kind of self-protective and happy with things the way they were, content with things the way they were. Didn't really want to change. Justice. There's the Libra card. Maybe closed off to the Libra. Very possible. That might have made things difficult. Because justice is about fairness and balance. And it feels to me like this may have been the moment that drew the line in the sand. And that justice card coming in to say, well, that might work for you, but that's really not what's fair. And that might have been that moment, because the next card out is the Fool. And that is definitely a leap of faith, turning the page, a brand new day. It is hopeful and positive. All ships coming in here with that 3 of Wands. I love that. Feels okay, so the Fool and the Hermit with the 3 of Wands in the middle feels as if this masculine has been on a bit of a solitary journey. So this feels like it's been rolling out over time. This is father time. So it feels like it's kind of been slow moving and waiting for this masculine to do the inner work. I feel it required them to really have trust in their ability to figure things out for themselves and to gain self-awareness. That Hermit is more about looking inward. It's not as spiritual. It's more self-study, self-growth, personal growth kind of energy around the Hermit. In order to do that, sometimes you're very closed off. Think of what a hermit does, right? Very reclusive, unapproachable. But I almost feel like between the Fool and the Hermit, we have, that's what was being manifested, is if I want this connection, if I want this kind of committed love and happiness with the feminine, with this feminine, I have to come from that energy. I have to get and embody that energy and fully understand it. So I sort of feel that's what the leap of faith is about, and it's been an inner journey. And now calling it all in, this is that 3 of Wands is a card of manifestation, calling in this happiness and this love of a lifetime. Pretty powerful. And yet there's some outside interference underneath. There is a conflict. There is a conflict. I'm not sure what it is yet, but something's running interference here, and it's underneath, so it's not yet something that this masculine's quite aware of. It may come up, and I do see the confusion here on the part of the feminine, so that may be where we find our answer. Queen of Pentacles in the future. Stable, grounded, giving, nurturing, generous. Someone you build a life with. Wow. End of a burdensome chapter. Laying down a burden, offloading some negative karma here perhaps. Yep, walking away from the drama. Walking away from the drama and choosing this path. The 2 and the 3 of Wands coming up in the reading, at the same portion of the reading, suggest that this has been a process. This 2 of Wands is about choosing a path, but I feel like this masculine's been calling this connection toward them, and doing a lot of self-worth to, work to figure out if it's worth it. And they've decided that they're ready to lay down a burden and turn their back towards some drama and choose this new path. This is about choosing a path. And I feel like because that's underneath, it's not quite in their conscious awareness, but it is about a Queen of Pentacles. It is about the settling down portion of the program. And that's been probably a bit of contention. That may have been why they were stuck in that 4 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Could have been a legal situation. Could have been someone waiting on, a divorce decree or the finalization or formalized ending of some other connection. That's always possible. This Queen of Pentacles can represent that. If this masculine was the one that was getting a divorce, and the Queen of Pentacles would be their wife if this is a male, or their husband if this is a female, because you know that masculine and feminine aren't gender related. It's all about, that's over. That's over. And now it's time to choose a new path. So that's part of what I see here. Feminine shows up in this beautiful Sagittarian energy of temperance. Patient, reading the energies and trying to balance them. Wow. Yeah. So that things are fair and balanced and beneficial to both parties. That 6 of Pentacles is exactly what I was thinking when I saw the Justice card over here. And I was saying things were not in balance. They weren't fair. And this masculine kind of was like, I don't want to change anything. I'm happy with the way things are, and kind of shut down a bit and was guarded. And now they're coming through that. And there is still some kind of conflict underneath. I'm not sure what it is, but I see big growth by leaps and bounds, and a readiness to move forward, to release the tension of the past, the struggle of the past, the challenge of the past, and choose a new path. And we have a feminine who's like, yes, I'm waiting to transmute this connection, the energies around it, into something that benefits both of us equally. Yep, what she said. Ace of Swords, waiting for that clarity. A true light bulb moment. A moment where it feels like everything makes sense. Crystal clear clarity in that Ace of Swords. And underneath that will be when this feminine knows that they can move forward. Cancerian energy in that Chariot. So this connection isn't going to move forward until the feminine gets that insight or clarity that the connection is going to be balanced and beneficial to both parties, that everybody's going to give as good as they receive. In the past, the moon, Pisces in the moon here, that's what caused another, see? All the fears and insecurities for this feminine were kicked up, were triggered when this masculine sort of hunkered down in 4 of Pentacles and got very resistant or stubborn or guarded. Maybe threw up some walls that were difficult to kind of penetrate, and the feminine got very triggered. And then the 2 of Swords is a response to that. It is quieting the mind, and it's an inner search for, well, what am I going to do about this? I've got a decision to make. So I've got to find the meaning of the decision and how I'm going to go about making it. It's very definitely a lot of spiritual energy here for this feminine. Despite the fear and uncertainty, possibly wondering how things would turn out and having fear around that, this feminine went in responded to the guarded energy with some guarded energy of their own. Boom, Ace of Wands. I feel like there was a lot of chemistry here, and that because I'm seeing the Temperance card and this feminine trying to kind of temper the energy, but it's a very powerful energy, the Ace of Wands, another divine gift of passion. So passion meets emotion here. We have love and passion, but I feel like the feminine had to take several seats. Take several seats in order to kind of wrestle back their sense of stability in the connection, their sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? Confidence. Yeah, confidence. They weren't confident. And now there's just emotional overwhelm, confusion, uncertainty on an emotional level, a lot to process. Death cards, transformation, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right in the King of Swords. I'll pull one more on this and a Page of Cups. So I feel as if this feminine is a little overwhelmed, kind of emotional. I'm feeling the emotionality in the Seven of Cups. All the different possibilities that are popping up, you know, all the options that could present themselves within this connection, while this feminine is waiting for the insight or the clarity before moving forward. And all of that overwhelm and confusion is surrounding, will this masculine stand in their truth? Will this transformation lead to a message of love or apology from the King of Swords? The King of Swords in this case would be this masculine, and the feminine seeing them as the King of Swords could be the Libra as the masculine, but seeing them as somebody of high integrity and character. Someone who lives by a code of honor or honesty or fairness or truth or I don't know. There's like this King of Swords keeps popping up in a lot of these readings lately, and I feel it's to some degree it is doing things the right way. It is leading with integrity and character. It is oftentimes upholding or defending one's honor. And I feel like the feminine is sort of a little overwhelmed and confused and not sure if this transformation is taking place. But we'll know it when that message of love or apology comes in. That's what they're waiting for. Yep. I'm not sure that the masculine has communicated yet because they've been in the hermit mode. They want to take this leap of faith, but I'm not sure they've communicated it yet. And that may be part of the conflict. There may be something this masculine hasn't finished up with yet, hasn't taken care of yet, that they need to before they can come forward. But then the feminine, moving Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters for sure. King of Wands. Wow. King of Wands. And there's a fresh start with the Page of Pentacles. I love that. And there's the Temperance. So that makes sense. And reconciliation and the Queen of Pentacles. So that helps me understand that this Queen of Pentacles is the feminine. So for this masculine, I was a little unsure. It's always possible when you see the Justice card that could have represented a former connection. It could still for some of you, but the vast majority of you, it is this masculine moving forward, seeing this feminine in light of their stability and their commitment, their desire to form a connection with this feminine at a high level of vibration, of stability and groundedness, kind of like life partners. And that's why they're going to offload this karma and turn their back on drama. And we got some drama over here because there's been all this like confusion and you haven't been on the same page. And this masculine is preparing in the future to choose the path. That's going to help the feminine move to calmer waters with someone they perceive as the King of Wands. So now we shift from King of Swords to King of Wands. Somebody asked me this question the other day. It was a brilliant question. Can the energy, can a person change in the reading? Absolutely. So for example, if what this feminine is concerned about right now in the present experience of the connection, if they're overwhelmed about like, is this masculine transforming into someone who's going to come toward me with a message of love or apology with extreme character and honor and integrity, and then move forward with someone who knows what they want, right? Then the masculine can shift into a King of Wands energy, knowing what they want. And this is very much an action taker. This is someone who says, I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine, and off we go. And they don't have any hesitation, and they don't throw up any Four of Pentacles. They step in and they sort of claim the energy, claim the love, claim the connection. So I feel like that's part of the shift here in the future. And it will be a fresh start, a small start. I feel as if the feminine is saying that they would see this person coming toward them in the energy of the King of Wands as a new beginning, as a fresh start. And they've patiently awaited this. I see the reconciliation. This is a card of, it's a win-win. It's a peacemaking effort. Someone coming in to make peace with the Queen of Pentacles. So, which is this feminine. I love it. It's a nice reading so far. Okay, Libra, what I'm going to do now is, if this is your storyline, the rest of the video, the reading is going to take place. There's a link below to the extended. I'm going to pull 3 cards and look at the 2 of you together. I will also look at the energetic messages you're sending to one another. What are you not saying with your words, but trying to communicate energetically, as well as a card for just you, Libra, from your higher self, spirit of the universe. That's one of my favorite cards. It kind of comes through as advice most of the time, sometimes a warning, sometimes just clarification or confirmation of something else that came out in this part of the reading. And then we'll close out with the outcome card. Could indicate timing. If timing card appears, that's where it would show up, and we'll see where this is headed down the road. I appreciate you, Libra. I hope this finds you well and safe. Enjoy the new moon in Cancer, and I'll see you in a second in the extended or in a future reading. Take care. Bye.